Hey guys, what's up? My name is Haley and I'm gonna be filming the booktube newbie tag. So the first question is, why did you start this channel? So I've been wanting to start a booktube channel for a while, and then my friend Angela started a booktube channel, so I felt like I had to finally hop on the bandwagon of making a booktube channel. And I also need more people to talk about books with. Because I don't have a lot of people in my life that are avid readers, except Angela. Yeah, I want to feel a sense of community and just to be able to have more friends to talk to about books. So the next question is, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? Honestly, probably nothing, because I'm a basic bitch. Yeah, I don't know, I'm pretty basic. I really just read a lot of fantasy, and I feel like that's not really uncommon here on BookTube, so probably nothing. I'm sure I'll make some sort of like original content at some point, but not anytime soon. So the next question is, what are you most excited for this new channel? I'm just excited to be able to have people that feel like they can connect with me on some sort of level, because I'm sure there's viewers out there that have the same kind of reading taste as I do, so I feel like they'll just be really nice to feel like there's people out there that will watch my videos. Next question is, why do you love reading? I don't know, I really love reading. It's just something that has always been in my life. I haven't always been like a super avid reader, but like I've always been a reader. It was very encouraged by like my parents to make sure that I read and enjoyed it. So yeah, I've just always been a reader, but I really love reading because I love stories, and I love being able to get lost in a good story, whether it's a happy ending, sad ending. So the next question is, what book or series got you into reading? I mean, I don't know, because I've always been a reader. Like, I've been reading since I was in like first grade, and I remember like the first chapter books I actually read were Junie B. Jones. Yeah, so like when I was younger, I read a lot of Junie B. Jones. I read The Hardy Boys, The Boxcar Children, the Rotten School series. Those are like some of my favorite books. But recently, like 2 or 3 years ago, I read the Mara Dyer trilogy by Michelle Hopkin, and that kind of like reminded me how much I love reading again. And then after that, I was just so in love with that trilogy that I was kind of in a reading slump for like a very long time. And I actually only started reading a lot again in October, and the book that got me back into reading was Shatter Me. I'm trash. What questions would you ask your favorite booktuber? How do you like edit videos well? Yeah, I don't even know how to work iMovie yet. Ooh, how do you like not make your glasses glare? Anybody know? Next question is, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I mean, I don't know, like I know numbers shouldn't count, but I feel like it can be kind of discouraging if you just don't really have a lot of like subscribers or like interaction with viewers, just because I feel like it will just feel like I'm talking into the void, and I do want to interact with people. Like, I don't want to make it seem like I care about numbers, because I don't, but I want there to be people to, I want friends. So the next question is, when did you start reading? I kind of answered this in a previous question, but I've basically been reading ever since I learned how to read. So like first grade is when I started reading like small chapter books. And then I haven't always been like the biggest reader, just because like, especially in elementary school, like reading for elementary school like really put me off reading, just because I hated all of the books that we were forced to read in school. like Hatchet by Gary Paulson. I hate that book with a passion. I probably still hate that book with a passion. My Side of the Mountain by I don't even know who. Farmer Boy by Laura Ingalls Wilder. Hated that book. Like basically just like there's more than that, but I remember just like hating all of the books I was reading, so it was like really discouraging and it didn't make me like want to read on my own time. Yeah, but then I got like back into it a little more in middle school. I feel like that was a really long answer that didn't mean to be like, you really didn't need to know like my whole elementary school experience. So the next question is, where do you read? I primarily read in my bed, or I'll like sit and I'll read at my desk right here, especially if I'm reading like a book for school and I'm like annotating and tabbing and stuff. I find it easier to do it at my desk. Sometimes I'll read on the couch if I'm like home by myself, but yeah, I mostly read in my bed. And the last question is, what kind of books do you like to read? So I primarily read fantasy. I don't know, fantasy is kind of the genre that really helped me get back into reading. And so that's kind of just been like what I've been sticking to, but I really enjoy all genres. I'm starting to dabble more into sci-fi. Skyward by Brandon Sanderson, if you couldn't tell, is one of my favorite books. But I really want to dabble more this year into more literary fiction, just because that's not something I haven't read a lot of. And classics. I want to read more classics. I'm actually reading a couple this semester because I'm taking a teen literature class, and I have to read books like Treasure Island, Catcher in the Rye, Speak, and there's another one I can't remember. But yeah, so I'm hoping to read some classics and just expand my reading taste. So that was my booktube newbie tag. So I really hope that you enjoyed and you subscribe to my really mediocre channel, and thanks for watching.